Hey, GodsGunman here, doing a weapons review for CrossFireDatabase. This weapons review will be on the QBZ-95. From 15 meters away, the QBZ-95 does 31 to 32 to the hand or the arm, 23 to 22 to the foot or the leg, 35 to 34 to the back and the stomach area, and 100 to the head. I'm going to be comparing the M4A1, the QBZ, and the AK-47 right now in terms of recoil and damages and whatnot, and then later on I'll have a visual representation of recoil, spray pattern, and whatnot of the AUG, the M4A1, and the QBZ. So competitively, the QBZ is really good. It's kind of the hybrid between the M4A1 and the AK-47. It does more damage than the M4A1 and less damage than the AK-47. It also is really good for single tapping, kind of like the AK-74. I don't know if you watched my AK-74 review, but in that I was talking about how the crosshair doesn't really move after you single tap. It just stays in the same place, whereas with the M4A1 or the AK-47 it moves. It's the same thing with the QBZ. It doesn't really move if you're single tapping for the first few shots. So it's really good for headshotting long range. So I would say long range, this weapon is better than the M4A1. Close range, it is, it's kind of, well, the AK-47 is better than the QBZ close range because the AK does more damage, and all three of the weapons fire at 10.0 rounds per second. So it's basically, if you're not going to headshot and you're just looking for body damage or whatever, or DPS as it's called, damage per second, then the AK-47 is the best for close range out of these three weapons. The QBZ would be second place out of these three for close range because it does more damage than the M4 but less than the AK. So the M4 would come in third place here. For long range, however, the QBZ goes first place because it doesn't really have much recoil when you're single shotting, and when you're long range you're going to want to go after the heads, of course. So single shotting is a great advantage with the QBZ over the M4A1 or AK-47. Now the M4A1 comes second place, and then the AK-47 is third place. Middle range, it's kind of a toss-up between the QBZ, the M4A1, and the AK-47. It depends how you like the recoil and the spray patterns. The AK-47 is easy to control once you get used to it, but difficult at first. Some people think the M4A1 is easier to control. It's kind of up to you what your preferences are. You can try all three of them out because they're all GP weapons. Just go to the item shop and test them out, see how you like the recoil, the spray pattern, all that's doable in the item shop, so you don't have to put down 40,000 GP or whatever it is for these weapons. You can just try them out, because I can tell you all the stats and whatnot. I have a weapons guide, so you'll know everything about the weapon. The only thing you need to know for yourself is how you like the control of the recoil and the spray pattern. So just go to my weapons guide, look up the stats, and then go and check out the weapons in the weapon shooting range thing in the item mall. So yeah, medium range is kind of a toss-up between all three of them. The spray pattern on the QBZ-Camo, or sorry, QBZ-Camo, the spray pattern on the regular QBZ, I think they're the same on the Camo and the regular one, by the way, but the spray pattern on the regular QBZ is difficult to control at times. It's kind of, it's more random than the AK, I think, in my opinion anyways. I can spray a lot better with the AK than I can with the QBZ, but single shotting's a lot better with the QBZ than the AK. And I think I also like the spray pattern of the M4A1 better than the QBZ. So in my books, the QBZ gets the worst rating for spray pattern out of those three. The AK gets probably best. Well, it depends. For yeah, I'd say AK-47 gets best, so first place, and M4A1 gets second, and QBZ's third for spray patterns. For recoil, the QBZ would be in first place, the M4A1 second place, and the AK-47's third place. This weapon is it's a really good competitive weapon because I'm pretty sure all the leagues allow it, and it's good for one-tapping. It doesn't have as low recoil as the K2, but it's pretty low for the first few shots anyways, and it does more damage than the M4A1, so if you hit the right spots, you can kill somebody in 3 shots with the QBZ, depending at your range. But you should be aiming for the head with this weapon because it is good at headshotting. Alright, let's move on to the statistical part where you can see everything. I'll just note now that on my weapons guide it says the QBZ has a reload of 2.6 and the Steyr AUG has a reload of 2.9, but in this video they reload at the exact same time, so I'm not sure if my stats are somehow messed up or for this, or if the video, I don't know, something went wrong, but I'm not sure where. But let's just go on to this now. Okay, so just the spray patterns. The AUG is in a C, the QBZ is in a C, and the M4 is in a T. You can pause there to see more of it, although they do change each time. This is the reloads. The M4A1's the M4A1's first, and the other 2 are second. These are the switch times. M4A1 first, barely before the AUG, and then the Camo, or the QBZ's last. First shot. Second shots. Now they all seem to be fine at the second shot, but at the third shot, the M4A1 goes off a bit. The other 2 are still centered. The fourth shot, the M4 is still off. So the M4 seems to have higher recoil than the other ones. The QBZ, it looks like let me see. Tough call. The M4 definitely has the highest recoil over all of them. Then the Steyr AUG and the QBZ are kind of, well, it's kind of in the middle. But yeah, this was my QBZ review, QBZ-95 review, I should say. I hope you liked it. I am going to be gone for an entire month, starting May 22nd, 2012 until June 22nd. And then starting July 30th to August 31st, I'm going to be at another course. So I'll have a month in between there, from June 22nd to July 30th, where I can possibly do another review, maybe 2 or something, I don't know. Because the 2 courses are for military, so I'll be in Alberta, where I normally live in Manitoba. But yeah, so I'll be gone for a month, and then back for a month, then gone for another month. So keep track of CrossFireDatabase, and hopefully they get some stuff done while I'm gone. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you later. Oh yeah, thanks to Nano Cooper for buying the spray for me. And leave your comments in the comments area for if you like how I did the shooting thing, like where I tested the recoil 1 shot at a time, up to 7 shots. I want to know if you like without the target or with the target better. Thanks for watching, see you later.